Okay, hold on just a minute here. We're going to make sure we're all good to go here and ready to go. Currently working on getting everything streamed up and ready. And there it is right there. We are ready to go. All right. Hello again and welcome everyone to Pedal to the Metal Racing. Hi again everyone. I'm Christian, the Crusader Shriver. You might have seen me a couple nights ago on Sunday night running the street stocks here. We are now live here for a little bit of a exposition, if you will, before the big race come Thursday night for these legend drivers, as we have about 7 of the best drivers coming out here tonight to put on a little bit of a show for you and see how things go. So tonight we're going to see how it all plays out here. You can see the qualifying times right up here on the leaderboards. The fast track Five Flags is, in this case, this is one of the toughest tracks to master and one of the best tracks to run. Hard racing all the time here. It's something you just cannot help but love here. So as we get ready to go here and go live down the track, let's look at our field of qualifiers here tonight, our drivers. Starting on the pole, that will be Matthew Hofford in the number 84, and to his outside, it will be Jeffrey Oaks in the number 20. Row number 2, that's going to be Kayla McCarthy in the number 24, and to her outside, that is Dustin Rouse in the number 30. Starting on shotgun of the field, rode it number 3, Dustin Sonaker in the number 50, and Cindy Taylor in the 07. All right, we are ready to go here live right now as we get all the drivers ready here. Gonna move the mouse a little bit there. All right. All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 lap to green here. They're gonna give the pace car is going to give him a little wave around here and get him ready to go. As you see, that is number 17, Jonathan Atkins. We believe he was not going to race with us, but it looks like he's going to throw down a few laps with us here. So Jonathan Atkins actually will start on the pole there. We believed he was not going to be with us, but he will be indeed racing. Here they come. Get a good look at the field here. All these drivers ready to just throw down here tonight in one of the fast-paced, hard to tame tracks. See the number 17, Jonathan Atkins, leading the way with the pace car right there. And here we go. Tighten up those seat belts and get ready to put the pedal to the metal for the very first time ever. We're iRacing in Five Flags. It's time for the parade lap. Here we go. This looks like the flagman says, nope, we're going to do one more time around. Saying we did not like the way you were lined up, so we're going to line you up a little bit better than that. Let me know in the chat how I sound and everything, guys, and how it looks. Definitely need to know that. That's going to be how we get this to look better from now on. Everybody lining up, getting ready for the green flag. Side by side, pile them up, 2 and 2, 7.
Green flag, green flag.
The pedal to the metals drivers are at it here. Here we go. Out of turn 1, Jonathan Atkins, number 17, will lead the way as they come down back stretch here. The number 17 has a good lead. The number 20 of Jeffrey Oaks doing battle with the number 84 of Matthew Hofford coming out of turn 3 into 4. Matthew Hofford going to try to get a little bit more of a run, but the number 24 of Kayla McCarthy looking in there as well, trying to find a way around both of these drivers here. Great racing early on, everyone holding their line and maintaining position here. Back down out at the front straightaway here, Jonathan Atkins leads the pack and leads the way, but up front we got a bit of a battle here as the number 84 of Matthew Hoffer is being challenged by the number 24 of Kayla McCarthy. McCarthy going down low out of turn 3 into 4, looking to get the run there. A little bit more momentum on the bottom line. It looks like she's going to get a better run there, but Matthew Hoffert not giving up. That 84 still around. You can't count out Jeffrey Oaks in that number 20 machine. Still side by side. Good driving here as we get to lap 4 of 40, but they're all chasing down the number 17 of Jonathan Atkins as we start to weigh down the laps here and get the tires burnt in. You're going to see some big moves here down the road as McCarthy, one of the best legend drivers on the circuit that has come on to iRacing and the Pedal to the Metal series. She has been a favorite, to say the least. A blown motor, unfortunately not able to make it at Street Stocks in Charlotte Motor Speedway a couple nights ago, but now she is here, ready to show the boys up and show them what she's made of come Thursday night. As we look up front here, still a bit of a battle here with Cindy Taylor in the 07 and the number 50 of Justin Sonaker. A little bit of battle in the last pack, but these guys right now just trying to get a feel for those cars and get a feel for the track. This is not a track you can mess up on really easily, and you can see why that is. As these cars, after a while, they will burn in and they will get pretty tight, so you're going to have to be aware of that as you go into the later laps. So we'll see how that comes into favor for the other drivers. Kayla McCarthy getting a little bit of time up, making some ground there, as you can see in the time pace there. She's about a second and 30 off of Jonathan Atkins, but she is starting to make up the ground in those turns, making it a little bit of a better turn there as you get back into the back here. Dustin Rouse in that number 30 getting taken on by Matthew Hoffer. Matthew trying to get a little bit back into that early rhythm as he was pushed back into the back a little bit after McCarthy and Jeffrey Oaks got around him. But everyone up front right now is chasing down that man in that Punisher number 17 machine. Jonathan Atkins currently leads the way and shows them where to go. Looks like Dustin Rouse trying to get that bottom line to work a little bit better. He's going pretty down low and pretty far into the steep end of there. He's going to have to be careful and watch that line, because if he gets a little too low, that will send you loose and get you into trouble. But so far, doing a great job maintaining that line and holding out, as he currently is holding off the 84 of Matthew Hoffert there in that 84 machine. And up front, looks like we have a bit of a lead change actually, as Kayla McCarthy has made the pass around Jonathan Atkins and the number 17. A big move on Kayla McCarthy there. I'm not sure what happened to Atkins. Might have lost a lot of time from that early great start, because McCarthy right now showing the way of Atkins. Could this be the favorite going into Thursday night? If I had to put my money on anyone, I'd definitely say McCarthy's one you got to keep an eye on anytime. But right now, she is showing the boys the way and leading this pack today. As the lap's winding down, we're just almost right near the halfway mark, and right now McCarthy looking strong and fast over Jonathan Atkins. You can see the amount of racing these guys are putting in, and this is incredible. This is good stuff right now. But the question I have for some of these drivers is, when we go into the 80 lapper come Thursday night, will they be able to hold out and hold on to that lead and that early advantage? Because the thing is, if you wear your tires down on this track, you'll get really loose and it will start to really lose momentum and control over time. So we're going to see in these later laps how much that does affect the drivers. As we move back into the back here, it looks like we got a little bit of a battle here, as Dustin Rouse is being challenged by Matthew Hoffert in the 84. So a battle for third here. Number 30 of Dustin Rouse trying to hold that bottom away from Matthew Hoffert, but Matthew looking to get it to run a little bit harder on the bottom, and it seems to be working. Dustin not going as low anymore. It looks like he's trying to find something on the high line and the low line, but the problem is he's got a tough hombre in the Matthew Hoffert and that number 84 machine. They're right now still pretty good lead, good amount of speed for Dustin Rouse, though, as they reach the halfway point here in just a few laps. I'm wondering now still, though, are they saving tires to try to catch up to McCarthy later, or are they hoping for one of them to make a mistake and to get up there at quickest time? It's hard to say right now. Still the battle up front for third, as Matthew Hoffert trying to overstep Dustin Rouse. Great driving from both competitors here, as one tries to overtake the other, not seeming to get that momentum though. And Matthew looking like maybe he's getting a little bit down there. He might be losing a little bit of momentum, or he might be trying a different line here. I'm not sure. Jonathan Atkins has now gone into the pit there, so he looks like he's going to call it a time, and looks like it's going to call it a night, unfortunately. Motor problems, it sounds like, for Jonathan Atkins, we're being told. So he's going to be in the pit, see if we can get a fresh new set of tires as Kayla McCarthy reaching the halfway point of this race. She has taken a 4-second lead over Dustin Rouse and Matthew Hoffert right behind her. Great control and stability on her end, but she has got to watch those cones, and she just hit one of them, so not a 5-second penalty on her. She'll get away with murder there, but nonetheless, she is running a tremendous line in a tremendous race, not giving an inch to any of these drivers. Back up front here, you get a little good look at Dustin Sloanker in that number 50 Smurfs machine. I think he told us earlier today that he made that out of the candy factory, so he's hoping to get a little bit of a sweet taste out of these guys. But right now, unless he gets that Smurfs machine up a little bit quicker, he ain't catching Kayla McCarthy. As Dustin Rouse still holding off Matthew Hoffer. Matthew falling back behind though. Might have lost a lot of ground and time from earlier, but nonetheless, holding himself stable and holding himself there, just waiting for a bobble or a mistake from Dustin Rouse. The problem is, I don't see Dustin Rouse making any mistakes anytime soon from our vantage point. And as I say that, look at this. Matthew Hoffer now trying to close the gap a little bit on Dustin Rouse. Got a little bit closer there by about a half a second. Starting to reel in the gap and reel in that car. Trying to find a way around Dustin Rouse at number 30. Here they come now to turn 3 into 4. Dustin Rouse still holding out, trying to keep Matthew Hoffert away from second place. Could this be the show and the story come in Thursday night when you see about 21 of these drivers on the track at the same time doing battle? And Matthew Hoffert out of turn 2, got a little bit loose up into the high line there, into the wall. Lost a lot of momentum and a lot of ground, but nonetheless able to save it, thankfully. But that could have been disastrous right there. Good driving on his end. In the back here, Cindy Taylor and Jeffrey Oakes having a little bit of a battle here in dead last. Looks like Oakes might be having a bit of problems there. Had a strong start, but might be battling a few demons in that car right now. Get a good look at the number 07 is Cindy Taylor, another newcomer to the series and a new driver with us. Actually, matter of fact, a lot of these drivers are brand new with us. The only thing is we've experienced and gone out farther than Heat Series, Wreckfest, and Project Cars. We are now in iRacing territory. And as I say that, here comes Jeffrey Oakes, the number 20 now, down low of Cindy Taylor, and overtakes her for 6. Great driving on the face of Cindy Taylor there, and Matthew Hopper has put it into the pit, so Dustin Sloanker now will put it into 3rd. Some early pitting from these guys. I'm wondering if they're trying to get Kayla McCarthy to stay out there and just burn her tires up to the point they can make the run for it. But right now, unless, whoa, looks like Cindy Taylor a little bit loose out of turn 4 there. Turn 2, excuse me. Looks like everything is back to normal there for her, and she will put it back into the pits. Looks like she's going to get that fixed up and ready to go again. So a few of these guys pitting right now. As the leader, McCarthy, still holding out and still leading the way with 10 to go. And again, folks, this is not one of our league races right now. We want to make that very clear. This right now is an exhibition. This is a brand new race and series that we're doing right now with the streaming. So we're just getting a feel for everything and getting it all down to wraps. But nonetheless, right now, I'll tell you one driver that's got this one wrapped up, and that looks to be Kayla McCarthy with 9 to go. She does not look like she's stopping anytime soon. Absolutely putting the pedal to the metal and not giving an inch to this track. Great driving and stability on her end there. And in the back there, Dustin Rouse now trying to get a little bit of momentum back in there. He's going to have a little bit of a battle here with Dustin Sloanker and that number 50 machine. As we close in on the final 6 laps left to go here, Kayla McCarthy currently still just showing everyone the way and not giving anything today. She has absolutely rocked this track and gave it her all. But you can't count out the Dustins right now. Any bobble or mistake for her, and they're right back in this. So she's going to have to be careful on those last 2 laps and keep everything stable. Still the battle up in second place right now with 5 to go, I should say, as Dustin Ross and Solanker doing battle the Smurfs versus that hot rod of the number 30 machine. Which one will prevail out as number 30 Fury's car right now still holding out. 4 to go here as Michaela McCarthy still almost 8 seconds past the number 2 spot, which is Dustin Rouse, and that is some sheer dedication to that car to get it that far. But again, when we get into Thursday night, will that be the same case? Will McCarthy be able to outrun and defeat these guys at the same way they did? Because remember, it's easy to outrun 7, but how are you going to outrun about 20 other drivers on that track? We're going to find out come Thursday night, so be sure to tune in and like Facebook, follow us on Twitter at LeaguePTM, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe at PTM Racing on YouTube. 2 to go now, and it looks like McCarthy's all but wrapped this one up. It is now in the palm of her hands. Here they come down. Dustin Rouse still holding a good position. If Dustin Solanker is going to make a move, he's going to have to start pushing it a little bit harder, and it looks like he's trying to do just that. Not quite able to get it to run, though, the way he wants it to. As we come down to the final lap here, there it is. The leader still, Kayla McCarthy, and that Monster Energy Beast, number 24. Down the back straightaway here, coming into turn 3, into 4. Your winner of the PTM Legends Exhibition Race is going to be Kayla McCarthy. And it looks like Dustin Rouse is going to get that second spot away from Dustin Solanker. So a great finish on their end there. Tremendous driving from everybody involved. What a race to be had here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You just watched quite a few drivers pulling off everything they could to win, and it all said and done, it was Kayla McCarthy, your winner here tonight. Looks like she's just playing to the crowd a little bit. Just want to keep that out just a little longer, maybe do a little bit of fun stuff for us. Coming out, here they come. And there it is, your race winner here tonight. And that number 24, Monster Energy Beast. That's Kayla, the one McCarthy. Some burnouts to show the world that she is here to stay. Indeed, indeed. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for here tonight. So thank you again for tuning in. I want to say real quick, a very special thanks to our sponsors, Matt Mills Racing Team and Paul's Wraps. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us this season. We appreciate the love and support you guys have given us. And be sure as well to catch on Sunday nights when we will be racing the street stocks there. But come this Thursday night, you will see these drivers back on this track one more time as they will go 80 laps to the distance in a full-on Legends race here at Five Flags. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we got to call it quits sometime. So for all of us here at PTM Racing, we appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and hope you like what you see here. Be sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter at LeaguePTM. For all of us here, I am Christian.